So in yesterday's class, we have learned the statement of Bernoulli's theorem. So let's see its proof today. So its statement already we have learned. P plus rho GH plus half rho phi square is equal to constant. Means pressure energy per unit volume, or the sum of pressure energy, potential energy and kinetic energy per unit volume always remains constant. This already we have seen, yes, no, in yesterday's class. Now today we have to see its proof. So let's see. Now let's consider a pipe. You can see this pipe. This pipe is having different cross-sectional area. This end is at height h1 and this end is at height h2. Whatever the liquid is flowing through this end is having velocity v1, and let us suppose pressure is p1, area is a1, area of cross section of this pipe is a1. Similarly here, this is v2, area of cross section is a2 and pressure is p2. Okay, now from equation of continuity, a1 p1 is equal to a2 p2. Yes, and now what I'm doing, the mass m, of fluid passing the point 1 or the point but we will take, let us take one only. I'm taking this point as a point 1, this point as a point 2. Is. So first of all, m is equal to what we will get? Rho into phi. Okay. M is equal to what? Rho into phi. This is equal to, can I write like this? Rho into A into L1. And if suppose this is V1, then you will get this is L1 by dt, because time is dt. And that's why we can replace this L1 with V1 into dt. And that's why mass flowing M is equal to rho into, this is A1, okay? A1 into L1 is what we got, V1 into dt. Yes, this is what mass flowing in time dt. Okay, this mass flowing, the mass m of fluid passing the point 1 in time, shall I write here? In time dt. I will write like this, in time dt. Okay. Now, similarly, at point 2, what you will get? M is equal to rho into A2 into V2 into dt. Okay. Understood? Clear? Any doubt? Please ask.
The fluid passing through the point.
1.1. This point 1.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Yes. Any other doubt? Next. Now, next you see. Now, work done. Work done on the fluid due to pressure difference. Due to pressure difference. What we will get? Now, सबसे पहले pressure energy at 1 is equal to P into V. So this is equal to P into, that is P1. Okay, P1 into A1 into L1, and that is equal to P1 A1 P1 dt. Yes, no, just L1 at the place of L1. What I did, P1 into dt I have replaced. This is what volume V is. Yes, no. Similarly, W2 at second end, you have P2 into V, because this is pressure energy formula we know. Similarly, LLY means similarly. So P2V, so again you are getting P2 A2 L2, and here you are getting P2 A2 P2 into dt. Now, pressure difference. So what you will get, net work done? What you will get? So therefore, net work done, W net is equal to W1 minus W2. W1 minus W2, which is equal to P1 A1 V1 dt minus P2 A2 V2 into dt. Yes, this is what the pressure energy Okay, net pressure energy. Clear? Understood till here? Yes, any doubt, please ask. Note down fast. So let's move ahead. Now we have found pressure energy. Now let's go to the gravitational energy. Now you see, this side, this end is at height h1 and this end is at height h2. So what I am writing here, or shall I write like this? Work done due to gravitational force. Okay. So work done due to gravitational force. Now, at this end, what we have gravitational energy? mgh1, है ना? So what we are having? mgh1 is at 1 wg, है ना? At this one point. At this 2 point, what you have? And at second end, W2 is equal to mgh2. Okay. Now W net due to gravity is equal to mgh1 minus mgh2, and that is equal to mg into h1 minus h2. Okay. Clear? Now total work done. Total work done means due to this gravity as well as this pressure energy. So what we have? This W net due to pressure plus this W net due to gravity, which is equal to what we are getting? P1 A1 P1 into dt minus P2 A2 P2 into dt plus mg into h1 minus h2. Yes, clear?
Sure.
Now we know work
Yes,
energy
sir.
theorem. So from work energy theorem, from work energy theorem, W is equal to change in kinetic energy. Yes, no, kf minus ki. So therefore, if we will substitute here, what we are getting? This P1 A1 P1 into dt minus P2 A2 P2 into dt plus mg h1 minus h2 is equal to half m P2 square minus half m P1 square. If you will see in the diagram, at this point kinetic energy is half m V2 square. At this end, kinetic energy is half m P1 square. Understood? Clear? Now, what to do? Let's divide by m on both sides. Dividing by m, which is equal to what we have rho 1 a1 v1 dt. Yes, no? Rho 1 p1 a1 dt, which is also equal to rho 2 p2 a2 d2 on both sides. So where there is m, we will divide with m. Where there is rho 1 a1 v1 dt, we will divide with that. Yes, no? So first you note down this. Note down fast. So see here. See here. Work done due to gravitational force. Wg at one end is mgh1. At second end it is mgh2. And W net is what? mgh1 minus mgh2. This height already I have shown you. mgh1 is the potential energy at this end. mgh2 is the potential energy at this end. And that's why W net is equal to mgh1 minus mgh2. And then mg we have taken common h1 minus h2. Now total work done is what? This energy plus pressure energy. So here already we have this W net and this W net G. This we are going to add. So we have added here P1 A1 V1 dt minus P2 A2 V2 dt plus mg into h1 minus h2. Now from work energy theorem, W is equal to Kf minus Ki. Yes, no, work done is equal to change in kinetic energy. So this is what W value is equal to this Kf minus Ki. I just did like this, half m V2 square minus half m V1 square. And now dividing by m, this is m value on both sides, which already we have taken here. Yes, no, I am just dividing with
Yes,
this.
sir.
So here we are getting like this. Just divide this and cancel it. What is left now? You see. What is left now?
Half V2 square minus V1 square.
P1 by
Half
rho minus P2 by
P-
rho plus
P2
G
by rho.
into H1 minus H2 is equal to half P2 square minus P1 square. Yes, no?
Yes, sir.
Clear? Now see, if suppose we will multiply it throughout by rho, now multiplying by rho, P1 minus P2 plus rho G H1 minus H2 is equal to rho G H1 minus H2 is equal to half rho P2 square minus P1 square. Yes. Now This is P1 minus P2 plus rho g H1 minus rho g H2 is equal to half rho P2 square minus half rho P1 square. Now one terms one side, two terms one side. P1 plus rho g H1 plus half rho P1 square is equal to P2 plus rho g H2 plus half rho P2 square, which is always going to be constant. Yes, no? Clear?
Yes,
Now
sir.
here, what was our statement? That is P plus rho gh plus half rho P square is always going to be constant. Now you see here, kinetic energy is equal to half m P square, and this kinetic energy per unit volume is equal to half m V square by V, which is equal to half rho V square. This already I have explained. Again I am explaining. Potential energy is equal to mgh, and therefore potential energy per unit volume is equal to m by V into gh, that is equal to rho g h. And pressure energy W is equal to PV. So pressure energy again per unit volume is equal to PV by P, and that's why this is P. And therefore sum of pressure energy per unit volume, potential energy per unit volume, and kinetic energy per unit volume is always going to be constant in Bernoulli's theorem. Yes, no, that is what proof of Bernoulli's theorem. Understood? Clear? This you can write somewhere at corner. Any doubt? Any doubt?
No, sir.
Note down there.